Hey now, everybody, it's Aaron, and welcome to this week's Market Minutes. If you are in the market for a new home, track the market to get a sense of value of your current home, or just love looking at houses as much as you know we do, this is the show for you. Let's do this. All right, before I jump into some houses, we got some new data out of the local MLS system this week. Some interesting things to note. Year over year, we're looking at total volume being down about 40% from where it was a year ago. That's no surprise to everybody. We all know that a lot of people are taking a chill pill from the market. One thing I found very interesting, and this makes sense, is when buyers start relaxing and not being out there as much, sellers start to feel that, and they're less likely to put their house on the market. So interestingly, we're down almost year over year, almost 28% in new listings. So even though we're going into that Thanksgiving time where we would normally see a drop off in listings, you see from last year, there were still people willing to put out their stuff on the market now, whereas 30% less coming to market at the moment. So what does that mean? It means that overall inventory is up, but the amount of good inventory is way down, and so you have less buyers, but you've got less good inventory, which means that there's still a strong demand for good things. So it's an interesting time to be out there. It's certainly refreshing not to be in the kind of competition that you would have been in a year ago. And I think it's a time to cherry pick, find houses that make sense for you. If you're willing to do a little work, I think it's actually a really strong time to find something that might work for you. So I'm telling my buyers, just stick with it. We're going to look at each house one off, and if it makes sense, it makes sense. If not, then we remain in the holding pattern. But don't shut yourself down to the market. That's the time you might miss the thing that makes sense. All right, kicking it off this week with the houses, I'm going down to Alta Vista. 9411 Ellesmere Court just hit the market at 899. This is a 5 bedroom, 3.5 bath. This is a 5 level split. I've talked about these models in the past. You got almost just over 2,000 square feet above grade, and then you've got another roughly 1,000 below grade. At 899 in Bethesda, this is absolutely the model that's going to give you the most square footage for your money. They have done some painting, they've done some staging, but the house definitely still needs some work. But it appears livable. So get yourself a good location and something that you can update over time. I like this one at 899. On this main level, you do have a good sized kitchen. Seen that opened up to the living room and dining room fairly easily. Makes for a great main floor space. Just below, you get that sought after family room that everybody's looking for. It does have a walkout to the yard on this one. And then you've got two separate bedroom levels, each with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Makes for a great layout for a growing family. And then you get a nice, good storage space in the basement and a one-car garage on this one. Fabulous yard, great lot. I think this is one of the ones that is going to pop relatively quickly. I don't think it's going to go up. I think somebody will take it down right around that 900K number. And I think that makes a lot of sense in the market and with the future upside potential in this house. Heading up to Old Farm, always popular. Just hitting the market today, 11314 Rolling House Road. This is a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath. In total, just over 3,300 square feet. Really love this model in Old Farm. Shown it a lot of times. It's just a great layout, especially for the time this was built. It was really ahead of its time in the space it provided. One of the big things is the main level of this house, there is a really large kitchen space. In this particular one, the kitchen is very livable, but there's a huge potential. You could see where they've put their table in the middle of the kitchen here. That is space for a massive island. You can open this up on both sides. You get it on one side, you get your dining room, so that becomes your main eating area if you do open that up. And then you've got a easily opened up wall on the opposite side right into the family room. Another thing I really love about this model is the family room size. It's wide, it's bright, great fireplace, walk out to the yard. Again, for the age of the home, this is a massive family room. This only does have a one car garage, which is a little bit of a downside, but that's typical for Old Farm. And you do get a very cool mud room, powder room area coming in from the garage, which is a huge bonus. Upstairs, great bedroom layout on these homes. The primary suite, you sort of walk into this, what they're showing as an office, like a sitting room, really great flex space, up into a large bedroom area with walk-in closet and sizable primary bath. All three bedrooms are good size, and you have a decent sized hall bath here as well. Finished basement, great yard, great spot within Old Farm. No doubt in my mind, this is going to be the one that goes this week. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and call this my hot deal of the week. I think if you are in the market in the mid ones or up to 1.2, absolutely have to check this one out. It's definitely a winner in my book. All right, JT's got a few things in Kensington and Chevy Chase. JT, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Aaron. I want to start this week in Kensington at 10102 Crestwood Road in Parkwood. This is a very typical Rambler priced at $825,000. I have seen this model renovated a number of different ways, but I've honestly never seen it done this way. The owners have expanded off the back to add a family room to really open up that kitchen, which is pretty typical. But what I haven't seen is two additional bedrooms off the back of that family room. And then what they did with the original bedrooms in the front of the house is they've renovated that into a nice primary suite. And they've really opened up the flow of this house by doing so. So now you have three bedrooms and two full baths on the main level, but you have this really nice kind of flow in between the eating space and the family room, and even integrating it into the original living room. Downstairs, you have another half bathroom and it looks decently renovated, but honestly, those basements are pretty tough. This lot is almost 9,000 square feet, which is great, which another option is down the road to go ahead and put some bedrooms on top of the house, and then you can really clear out the main level and really open it up. At that cost, with the other prices the way they've been going in Parkwood, I think it's actually pretty good value. It's been on the market for 8 days now, so it's probably not going to get its list price, but I think that this is good value. You put in a nice offer, get it somewhere around $800,000, and you could live there for a pretty long time. Heading inside the Beltway, we come to 7903 Rockton Avenue in the Dunlop Hills subdivision of Chevy Chase. It is originally a split level that has been really nicely renovated. If you had asked me about 7-10 years ago if it was a good idea to put this contemporary flair on this model, I would have probably warned you against it. But with the entrance to all these modern contemporary farmhouses that you see splashed all over the magazines, a lot of people are trending towards this style. They really opened up the main level here, integrated the kitchen into the eating space, and then flowing perfectly into the really nice living space here. The white on white is really on trend. The black encasement windows, again, are very popular right now. Heading upstairs, you have three bedrooms and two full bathrooms. It looks like they've also done some renovations to this primary suite, making it really large with a walk-in closet and this awesome bathroom. Heading downstairs, you do have two more bedrooms and a bathroom tucked away there. So you have a total of five bedrooms in this Chevy Chase house. They're asking 1.7 million, which is a pretty high number, regardless of the market, if I'm being honest. Dunlop Hills is known for its really hilly elevations. You can see in the front of the house here, there's not that much of a yard because it's mostly a hill. And then going into the backyard, it's really kind of terraced up from there with not a lot of usable space. There are other properties in the same vicinity and actually closer into DC in the more prestigious town of Chevy Chase, selling a little bit under 2 million with more traditional floor plans with garages and more flat yards. This location is also very close to East West Highway, and Rockton does meet with East West Highway. Looks about 2 or 3 lots away, making this a fairly busy street. I think 1.7 might be reaching for the stars a little bit here, but I'll be very curious to see where this one ends up. Could be a really nice opportunity for a buyer that's been looking for a while to take advantage of a property that might have missed the mark a little bit on price. That's all I got this week. Back to you, Aaron.
All right. Thanks, JT. And thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. If you're not already doing so, please give us a follow at Jeweler Burton on social. If you know anybody who's getting in the market or could use some assistance, please reach out. You know we'd love to help. Have a great weekend, everybody. Later.